Well, hello everybody. It is Friday. It's the 28th of November, 2025. I'm gonna do a quick upload here or a quick review here because I'm going out of town for a couple days, so I won't be posting anything until sometime next week, maybe Monday afternoon, Tuesday afternoon. So, anyways, let's get a quick review out of the way, but also let's delay a little bit before I review the product because I really don't want to review it. Let's talk about my shirt and let's talk about my jacket. All right, so I wore a shirt with this identical album cover on it yesterday in the review of the Italian sauces that I made, but I'm not being a scrub and just wearing the same shirt over and over. That was a gray shirt. This is a black shirt. I accidentally ordered both. But anyways, so if you can identify the famous 1970s progressive rock album cover that is featured on this shirt, you get cool points, and you get double points if you can identify the PlayStation 2 game that my jacket is referencing. Not giving any hints. I gave you a hint with this one because it's progressive rock and it's more obscure than this. You should know this. Anybody who's played PlayStation 2 games, you should know it. And actually, you know what? I'm going to say you get cool points for identifying the jacket reference, and you get double cool points for identifying this because this is more obscure. Okay? You have to be more of an intellectual to be able to figure this one out. Anyways, here we go. And don't cheat and just put the image through AI. I know you can do that now. Fuck that. Don't do that. Okay. Alright, let's try these stupid chips. Alright, this is going to be my last Pringles product to be featured in a while. Unless I find something really, really weird in my travels this weekend. But I don't think I'm going to. This is going to be the last one. Okay? The Ghost Pepper Ranch Pringles. Well, after I turned the camera off, I had a few more, and I didn't hate them quite as much as I did in the video. So they're like a 4.55 now, but still, huge disappointment. Not spicy at all. They just tasted like your regular mediocre, ranch Pringles with a little bit of spice to them. So here we've got the hot honey Pringles. I am not going into this with high expectations. Okay, I have had only one hot honey that I actually liked. It was Steve-O's hot honey that had Carolina Reaper in it, and then there's a honey hot sauce that I love. It's the what's the name of the company? Anyways, it's a honey sriracha hot sauce, and it's amazing. But then I've had Mike's Hot Honey, I've had Mike's Hotter Hot Honey, I've had other hot honey products, I've had Melinda's Hot Honey. I don't like any of them, really. So I'm not expecting much from this. And I don't think this is it doesn't even have a spice rating in it. I mean, there's a chili pepper there. All right, there's chili pepper in the artwork indicating that there's maybe some kind of heat here, but there's no heat rating at all. Let's just get right to it. I've delayed enough. Okay, so the first chip that I'm looking at here has, I don't know, there's a little bit of spice on it, but it's like a line of spice. So I don't know how good my lighting is here, but it's like across the middle of the chip, and then everything else is like barren. Come on, Pringles. Why? Why do you do this? Why do you do this? There are some Pringles chips that I would have given a really, really high rating if the nice spice blend that they had come up with had actually been dispersed evenly over the chip. Anyways, here we go. Okay, that just tastes like, remember baked Lay's, the blandest, most boring chips of all time? That tastes like a baked Lay with no seasoning on it. So even more bland than your original flavored baked Lay, because at least those had some salt. This has no saltiness. And I don't taste honey, and I don't taste chili pepper in there. I don't taste anything. On that second bite, the faintest hint of honey. It's already gone. And then there's just nothing. Nothing. One more. This one looks like it has maybe a little bit more seasoning on it. Maybe. Guys, this is egregious. I have found it. I'm not eating any more of these. I'm just gonna go give them. There's some kids running around outside. I'm gonna offer them this. I'll be like, hey, here's some spicy food. It's not freaking spicy at all. It has no flavor. It doesn't taste like honey. It doesn't taste like chili pepper. It doesn't have salt on it. It's nothing. It's a nothing chip. It's a 2. It's a 2. I normally say I won't give a 2 to anything that isn't disgusting. But there is something disgusting about this. There's something disgusting. I mean, yeah, like if you just gave me a blind taste test, I'd be like, yeah, that's really, really, really bland and mediocre. That's a 3. What's disgusting is calling this a hot honey chip and having 0 heat. 0. It's like negative heat. All right, there comes a point when something is so bland and flavorless that you have to give it a negative spice level. So, yeah, so the flavor rating, I'm going to give it a 2. Because the spice rating is -1. It's that bland. And the flavor rating's like a 3. Like, because of the faint hint of honey flavor in there. That's absolutely awful. That is the worst Pringles hot product that I have ever had. And probably the worst product that I've eaten all year. I gotta say, I think that's the first 2 that I've given to anything this year. Horrible. What a disgrace and a waste of money. This was $3.99. I'm gonna complain. I swear. That is the most egregious case of false advertising that I have seen in a long, long time. All right? I'm a teacher, and one of the essays that I assign my students is an argumentative essay in which they discuss the question of whether it is unethical for companies to target uninformed customers. If any kids are struggling, they're like, I'm not sure what to write about. I need to throw some examples in there, but what do I write about? Pringles hot honey Pringles. That's what you should write about. I'm going to say, here's your assignment. Go get yourself a can of these, a tube of these. Try them. See if you can taste honey or heat at all in that chip. All right? And then tell me that you're not completely dissatisfied and angry with what you just purchased because you thought you were going to get something that was spicy and tasted like honey. So, all right, I'll bump the rating up to a 2.5 because it allows me to help my students to come up with ideas for how to write their essays.